Well, hello friends, this is Tommy Oakes and this is the Story Break. I'd like to welcome you to one of my favorite places for the Story Break. It's my front porch. If you listen carefully, you might hear a bird or two sing because there's a little bird feeder right behind me, and right now I think there's one little fella there sharing some of our bird seed. Now, not only is this one of my favorite places, for this Story Break, you're going to get to hear from my favorite person in this world, my wife, Patricia. We've been married 58 years, and she just has some of the best stories you've ever heard. She's going to share a story. You can find it in one of her books, and when this is over, you'll probably see on the screen how you can access her book. But would you welcome my wife, Patricia, to the Story Break?
Last week I told the story of my mother singing "God Will Take Care of You." We were at a little church in Dot, Virginia one Sunday, and Tommy had me to tell that story as part of his sermon. My cousin Barb was in the audience, and she raised her hand and she said, "I have a PS to that story." Years ago, when the polio epidemic hit, my cousin Barb and her whole family moved in with us in Fountain City because they were from Wytheville, Virginia. And Wytheville, if you look it up, was one of the hardest hit places in the whole country with polio. So their whole family of 5 moved in with our family of 6 in a 2-bedroom house. It was a wonderful summer. But my little cousin Jack was just a baby, and he got sick one night, and Aunt Billy was scared to death he had polio. So she sent Barb and me to the drugstore, and it was dark. For some reason, the drugstore was open. And we had to walk, of course. We didn't have a car. And we went to the drugstore to get Jack some medicine. On the way home, I said, "Are you scared, Barb?" And she said, "No." Said, "Remember your mom? Just sing 'God Will Take Care of You.'" And she grabbed my hand, and all the way home we sang "God Will Take Care of You." I do remember they're not there anymore. There were steps up under the bridge. And that's where I said, "Are you scared?" Because it was really creepy down there. That was the shortcut we always took.
Well, friends, I'm glad you were at the Story Break. I'm glad you got to hear my wife, Patricia. We'll be looking forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for coming.